And here you have the ordinary seagull on the hunt for A. Fish, B. Your crummy sandwich, C. A frivolous plastic wrapper, or D. All of the above. B. But ask me in 2050, it'll surely be C, right? As there'll be more plastic than fish. But wait. How do we know that? Does the myriad of infographics readily available on the internet make it true? Or the amount of times people have shared it and retweeted this info? Or did you find this information on the January 2016 World Economic Forum and industry agenda titled The New Plastic Economy, Rethinking the Future of Plastic? I don't think so. This past summer, I interned at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute under Dr. Collin Ward, studying the lifetime expectancies of plastic in the environment. Dr. Collin Ward and his lab, Anna Walsh, Cassia Armstrong, and Lenny, are photochemists that study how sunlight breaks down organic carbon like oil and plastic in lakes, rivers, and oceans. During my time there, I challenged the information readily available on the internet by conducting a literature review of 42 sources and collecting 158 lifetime expectancies from international governmental agencies like the UN and the NOAA Sea Grant, nonprofits, and social media pages and blogs. I found that there is very low agreement between agencies and confidence for the life expectancies of common single-use plastic bags, bottles, straws, fishing lines, and diapers. For example, I found 39 estimates for plastic bags, and they range from 20 years to 200 years to 1,000 years, or simply never. The term never meaning that it will not degrade and will behave inertly over geological time. However, none of these estimates were peer-reviewed. I found that all these infographics were sourced and reblogged from the NOAA Sea Grant, the Moat Marine Lab, and the U.S. National Park Services. Collin and I did a lot of digging to try to find the studies that were either funded by these institutions or actually conducted by them to see if they published peer-reviewed literature to report these estimates. This is astonishing! Why don't we have a good idea for the persistence of the 9.1 billion tons of plastic that have been produced since its commercial inception in the 1950s? Even less so for the 12 million tons of plastic that enter the ocean each year, according to the Ocean Conservancy. It appears that plastic will be the ultimate human footprint that will be seen on the geological record, unless Collin and Anna Walsh are actively working to understand the myriad of additives that plastic companies add to their products to enhance features like texture, color, flexibility, resistance to UV, and photodegradation, because plastic companies won't tell us. According to Collin's article released in October 2019, titled Sunlight Converts Polystyrene into Carbon Dioxide and Dissolve Organic Carbon, these additives significantly alter how long these plastics persist in the environment and what products it breaks down into, even though they're called quote-unquote virgin polyethylene thiophthalates or pure polystyrene, aka just fancy words for aromatic hydrocarbons or six-membered carbon rings attached to hydrogens. So why is it wrong for the public to assume that plastic would last forever? Wouldn't it put pressure on consumers to consume less? Yes. Oh yeah! But the issues and mountains of plastic building up around many of the world's developing nations as industrialized nations export their waste shouldn't fall on the consumer, but the producers that are knowingly creating this product and making it readily available and convenient for global markets, in addition to funding false media campaigns and anti-plastic bag bans. Understanding how long plastic lasts in the environment is fundamental to demanding industry action and policy. If we know XYZ additive makes the plastic last 100 years more than plastic without that additive, but still retains its structural integrity, we can institute policy to prevent those additives in practice. Furthermore, it can also help inform how we maintain and dispose of those plastics once they end up in the landfill. Obviously, this isn't a substitute for going zero waste and other preventative measures, but plastic and oil companies are very well funded, and this will be a long fight. Any small policy that will demand accountability is critical. Anyways, citizens have a right to peer-review science that is correct. This is a powerful reminder to myself and all internet surfers to check sources before sharing, retweeting, and blogging, and to demand plastic companies to be transparent about their products and responsible to create a circular economy. With the right science, policy, and applications, Perhaps in 2050, there won't be more plastic than fish, and just seabirds after your sandwich. Thank you.